everyone, and welcome back to some more Bloons Bells on the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, as usual. Sometimes I need to actually enunciate my intro a little bit more, but that game in the last episode was actually the end of our first best of three. So I'm kind of glad we made. I'm kind of glad I was talking about those rules at the end, just because it worked out pretty well. But I needed to talk about a couple things in this episode. We do have a bit of lag at the beginning of this. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I think my internet was being a little buggy or something. But I'm going to have... actually, another reason I'm glad about those rules, which I'll talk more about those rules in a minute, but is because in this episode I actually have the best three in this episode, like the two games. This one was 9 minutes, then the next one, or no, this one's about 10 minutes, the next one was about 7. But something I want to talk about to you guys is, first of all, the PC. It's being annoying. The sound doesn't work. So we have to figure out what that is. I think my brother plugged something in wrong when building it, but I'm not blaming him for anything. It was an honest mistake. But yeah, that's definitely something we have to get fixed. We just need to figure out what kind of went in wrong and what we need to fix. And then the other thing that was wrong was the internet on it is a little buggy. I got a Wi-Fi card for it, but it was really bad. So I'm gonna have to go get I'm gonna have to go put it back and get another one. Put it back. I'm just gonna go in the store, put it back on the shelf, get a new one. Yep, okay. What I meant was I'm gonna go bring it back because it's a pretty bad Wi-Fi card. So yeah, those are kind of the issues with the new PC. The reason I wanted to tell you guys that is because when I get the new PC actually completed and it's working correctly and everything, I'm gonna be able to start recording Fortnite. So yeah, that's why I can't really play any of those new games yet, or not new games, but I can't really play any of those games yet. I will make sure to record that and play it as soon as the PC is finished and complete, because I don't want to have any bad quality gameplay for you guys. So I want to make sure the PC is good, it's full form, and then I'm gonna record. So that's kind of the whole setback with that issue. But the other thing I want to talk about, it's not an issue, but so in yesterday's episode, or yeah, last episode, in the description I was talking about how I was gonna thank people that I play with, so if we were to do two best of threes right next to each other, or really close together, then I'd just thank the person I played with after those two best of threes, or if they were a little more separated. And the reason I mostly made this, or was saying made this rule, I don't like calling it a rule. Maybe more of, I don't know, just I guess I'll just call it rule for now. I don't have another name for it, but if I thanked them for playing, I was thinking about this earlier. If I thank them for playing both best of threes after both best of threes, and then I kind of thank them at the end of the episodes, or however many episodes it takes to finish the best of three, or to finish both the best of threes, and then I thank them for playing both of them afterward. What I was kind of thinking about when I was kind of thinking about that, it was a good idea, because I don't want to so if I play one best of three with someone, but then we don't play the next one for weeks or months, then I don't want to not thank them for playing that one best of three, and then that best of three just ends up getting way in the past, and then I never end up thanking the person that I played with for playing that. If we never end up getting to play another best of three, then I don't want to kind of not thank them for playing that first one. So that's kind of why I made that rule. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up. And something else I wanted to clear up, still having to do with that rule, is if we play two best of threes right next to each other, and then I thank you for playing both best of threes, don't think I'm thanking other people. So then if I played two best of threes that were separate, what I mean by separate is apart, a couple weeks or many days or a couple weeks apart, or longer than that. If I thanked so that person for playing at the end of each best of 3, like at the end of each episode, for playing that best of 3. Or no, not at the end of each episode. However many episodes it took, if I thank them for playing after each best of 3, and then I thank someone else for playing 2 best of 3s because the best of 3s were so close together, which is not a bad thing. But I just didn't want to make anyone feel like less than someone else, because I know, because I was thinking about this today, and I know if I thank one person twice and then thank another person once about playing the 2 games or the 2 best of 3s, I don't want the person that didn't get the 2 thank yous to feel less than the person that got 1, or the person that got 1 thank you. I don't want them to feel less than the person that got 2. I just wanted to clear that up. So when I thank someone for playing 2 best of 3s at one time, and then I thank someone else for playing 2 separate times, it means the same thing. I don't, just because I said thank you to one person twice, I didn't want anyone to feel less than anyone else. Lesser, is it lesser or less? I didn't want anyone to feel less than anyone else. No matter how many times, like if I say thank you to one person for 2 best of 3s, or if I say 2 thank yous to one person for 2 best of 3s, they're both equal. I don't want anyone to feel less than anyone else. So I just wanted to clear that up, because I know if that happened to me, I would take it as like, well, that person got 2 thank yous and I got 1, so is that person more important than me? Or yeah. So that is something I wanted to clear up. That's the main reason to make all the rules that I make. It's just basically to make sure no one feels less than anyone else. So I just wanted to kind of make that clear. But I'm going to go ahead and hop right into this game because we only have a couple minutes left, and I want to make sure I get in some commentary for this game. So Bogdan Gaming is throwing down quite a few republics, a few plantations. He has down a Flash Bomb Ninja as well as a Tier 3 Ninja and a Bloonjitsu. I have the exact same thing, but I have up 2 factories as well as a bank. Bogdan Gaming does go ahead and get up a factory. He has 3 republics and a plantation left over. So my basic plan was to, I'm not sure if you're supposed to leave the bank at 20k or if you're supposed to collect it. I usually collect it once it gets to 20k, but like my original thought was that once it gets to like the max money, it gives you more eco, but I don't think that's true. I don't know why I thought that. I don't think that's right. So after 20k, I just collect it. But I didn't even know, but there's a very challenging round coming up with a lot of balloons. It was a very difficult round. I didn't even know it was coming up this soon. I thought it was on like round 32, but I just didn't know for sure. But we do get up another Bloonjitsu. Me and Bogdan Gaming, in terms of defense, do have up the exact same towers. In terms of farms, we're not too different. I have 2 factories ahead, but he does have a few republics. And we both have a BIA. So we're both getting eco. We're both building up some money in the bank. We're doing pretty well. I go ahead and get up another republic. What I usually do is once I get up a bank, I just kind of go straight in for a factory. I don't like throw down a few. I don't like put down like 4 plantations, then sell them, get up a factory, then do that again. Once I get 1 factory, I just get another. Because I think like just throwing down like 4 plantations after you get a factory and then selling all those to get up another factory, then doing that process over and over, I think it's less efficient than to just get up a factory after a factory. So that's why I do that. You guys could correct me on that though, if it's more efficient to keep doing that or if it's less efficient or anything like that. I'm going to restate that question just to make it less confusing. What I meant was, like, you know, at the start of the game when you get up like 4 plantations, or no, 5 plantations, then get 1 of those to a republic, and then sell all the plantations to get up a factory. I wanted to know if it was more efficient to keep doing that process, like after you get up a factory, put down 5 more plantations, sell them all of those 4 plantations, get up another factory. Is it more efficient to do that, or just to, after you get 1 factory, just get up another? I hope that made sense. But I go ahead and glue storm this. This is the round where there's a lot of balloons. I go ahead and glue storm to slow it down. I honestly thought the balloons weren't enough, but then Bogdan Gaming thinks the same thing I do, and he gets taken down by those balloons. That was just a lot more balloons than apparently me or him thought it was. I glue stormed it just to make sure, but I didn't actually expect it to take out any of us. But that was a good first game in our second best of 3, and I'll see you guys right back for the second game. Okay, so welcome back to the second game. I hope that wasn't too loud. Sometimes I adjust how close this mic is to my face, or to my mouth, because I know sometimes I can yell way too loud, which is why I kind of lower the sound, just so I don't blow out your guys' ears, because that's not what I want to do. But we do go on the same map, and this time we go ahead and go with Buccaneer Farm Super Monkey, and both these do I call them assortments? Assortments of towers, or like the 3 towers that we picked. I've actually never picked those 3 towers before in 2 different games, so I was like, okay, let's do it. So yeah, I'm not really sure how Bogdan Gaming doesn't have a 4th tower. Can you choose not to go with a 4th tower if you just don't click on it? I guess. I didn't know you could. I thought it would just give you one anyways. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. But a mistake I did make in this game, I do believe. I'm not really sure. Or no, it was a different game. There was another game that was like there was actually 2 games that were like way shorter. And the reason for that was because I did rushes on Bogdan Gaming that I wasn't supposed to do because we were kind of playing it out to see how long we could go. So I beat him twice because I broke the rules. So I didn't want to include those games in, obviously. So I do apologize for both those games, Bogdan Gaming. I apologize to you. I shouldn't have done that, but sometimes I just forget. But I'm not gonna use that as my excuse. I'm just gonna apologize. So I usually do like to use excuses, but I'm not going to. So I got a little greedy there. I do every time I use boat. I get really greedy because I just think boats in certain situations. I was about to say I think boat's a lot better than he is, but that's not true. In certain situations, I just don't. I apparently don't. I think just leaking a few balloons won't be the end of the world, but then it ends up taking 60 lives from me. So some balloons just do a lot more damage than I thought they would do. I don't know why. I underestimate the power of balloons. Because the boat is a really good early game tower. I don't know. I don't know what I do. It's just I apparently think the balloons are just way less powerful than they are. Because when I get sent like pink balloons or something, I'm just okay, let's just let them through. Or with black balloons, I'm just like, okay, a few that slip through aren't the biggest thing in the world. And then I end up going down to 40 lives or so, which was actually a game I played today. I ended up going down to 40 lives because my opponent rushed me with pinks and then blacks, and I apparently underestimated the power of them, so I lost 110 lives. So that wasn't the smartest thing. But this was kind of the thing I was talking about in last episode, like putting down 5 plantations and then getting one of the plantations up to a republic, then selling all the 4 plantations once I have enough money, and then I can get up that factory. So that, just to kind of paint the picture for you guys, if my explanation was too, if my explanation didn't make much sense, that's kind of the painted picture for you guys. I can't point it to you on my screen because I have to like pre-record this because something with my audio is messed up, so I have to do voiceovers for the audio to actually work, which I probably should look into fixing, but I don't. I don't know why. I actually do know why. I'm just lazy. So I do go ahead. Do I have 3? No, I have 2 boats there. Okay. But I do go ahead and throw out another one because I just I just realized it's round 12. Oh wait, I just also realized that we can't send each other anything. So I actually wasn't being dumb. I was like, why do I only have 2 boats and one doesn't even have grape shot and we're around 13? And I was like, oh wait, we don't rush each other. So yeah, throughout I think all 4 of the games, what Bogdan Gaming wanted to do was us to just kind of like last out. What am I trying to say? Like see how long we could last, so not like rush each other, which I thought was cool. So that's what we did. I think we did that for all 4 games, but we used like different assortments of towers. I don't know why I said but. That's not a problem. I don't know. But yeah, we did use a different assortment of towers each time. I've never actually played on, like in a best of 3 or just in general, I've never played on the same map before. The only times I play on the same map is when I mess up the first time we played on the map, or one of us disconnects. But yeah, that's usually what happens there. We do go ahead and both get up a bank though. I almost lost to this because, like I said before, I just underestimate the power of the balloons. So I just glue storm that, and that saved me because those balloons, like I would say 99.9%. Okay, where was I going with that? I was gonna say those balloons had a 99.9% chance of taking me out if I didn't use the glue storm. So yeah, we both got up a bank, I think around the same time, and then I go ahead and get up a factory because I think I collected from the bank, which is why I was able to afford the factory so easily. That's why it's super important to get the factory or to get the bank either before your opponent does or at the same time. If it's before, that's great. Except on Bonanza. On Bonanza, you want to focus on factories because the Bonanza give you more money. But getting the bank before your opponent would be even better because that means you can collect from it sooner, meaning you can get a factory sooner, meaning you can make more money earlier and faster than your opponent. So these leads give us quite a bit of trouble, so I go ahead and get up a boat. But I know it's not enough to take out these leads, so I go ahead and glue storm it. I honestly thought Bogdan Gaming was gonna die to those balloons because like those leads kind of like came out of nowhere. I think I had enough money to afford a super monkey if I wanted to, but I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't like get a super monkey. I just got up a cannon ship. I'm not really sure why I did that, but I did. So this second wave of leads is coming through with these zebras right behind it. I just got a plasma monkey to take out those leads because I could somehow afford that. I don't know. I really don't know how I could. But these balloons are just too much for Bogdan Gaming, and he gets taken out by them. Those leads were just too powerful for that one cannoneer ship. So that was the end of our second best of 3. So thank you, Bogdan Gaming, for playing in with me for both of those best of 3s. If you guys would like to play me, just let me know in the comment section below, and I will be sure to get to each and every comment as soon as I possibly can. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see all you beautiful people in the next episode.